Monster eats monster. Nicotine-stained fingers wrapped around the drill. Before we get started, you need to know this story only contains monsters, including me. My dad has my unconscious murderer strapped down to his table. He started to reach toward the sheetrock screws. Chris slowly started to wake up. My dad stood over him, his surgical mask on his face. You must have lost too much blood in that last amputation. The same situation happened many times over a 3-day period. My dad continued reaching over Chris. He started putting the sheetrock screws through the skin all the way through the old kitchen table that we used to eat off of. Chris started screaming, his head fully wrapped in barbed wire. My dad changed to a drill bit, placed it dead center on Chris's forehead. I want you to know my father wasn't always like this. 3 weeks earlier, I'm so excited. First ever rave. Rachel is dancing in the mirror adorned with her glow sticks fluttering everywhere. I yelled to Rachel, interrupting her private dance party. Which one do you think looks better? The Hello Kitty bag with the neon pink fishnets or the Cookie Monster with the green fishnets? When in doubt, always go with the kitty. I will totally let you borrow my ears. Rachel, you're a genius. I know you're about to add the best too. Rachel reached down in her neon leg warmer, producing a clear bag with 3 pills. Curiosity piqued. Did you steal your mom's Valium again? No, it's Molly. Where did you get Molly? A smile slowly spread across Rachel's face. UPS overnight delivery. Are you serious? You ordered it offline? Like one of those sketchy websites? Why are you freaking out? You took it last week at James's party. Looked like you were having fun then. You almost lost your virginity that night until the vomit incident. Please don't bring that up again. It was my first ever BJ. Don't be mad. I invited James to the rave. He asked about you. Across town, James and Chris are pre-gaming, splitting a bottle of Jaeger. I think tonight Rachel is gonna let me smash. I asked her to bring Kimmy for you. You mean Vomit Comet? You shouldn't be so picky, Chris. Do you want to die a virgin? She told me it's a sure thing. She's bringing Molly. Rachel already texted. They're on their way. We're gonna meet them there. Rachel slides in the seat of her mother's new BMW. I can't believe she let you borrow the car. I was surprised too. If you're done interrogating me, get in so we can start the party. The bass bumping in the small car. Rachel reached down and pulled out the baggie again. She threw it at Kimmy. Start crushing them. I want to feel the bass drop. Just mine and yours. I want to give James his when we get there. What's taking them so long, bro? Chris asked. Rachel just texted me. They're running a little late. For somebody that didn't want to ride the Vomit Comet, you're asking a lot of questions. I gave it some thought. You're right, I should lose my virginity before college. It's pathetic. I think that might be James over there, Rachel said. You're right, but why is the guy that shit his pants at Vanessa's Sweet 16 party with him? It was the only ride he could get. Just pretend he's not here. He'll eventually get the hint and just leave. I turned to Rachel and said, he's literally living up to his old nickname, Party Pooper. Chris was the first one to notice the girls. James, what do you think they're giggling about over there? Does it matter? They moved towards the girls. Rachel slipped James his little present. You could literally see the jealousy spread across Chris's face. We moved into the rave, bass hitting so hard it's euphoric. Rachel grabbed Kimmy's hand and dragged her to the dance floor, looking like they were parting the Red Sea. James trailed behind them, eyes looking like mirrors, completely taken by the bass, both girls grinding on him. Chris took the hint, both girls biting for James's attention. Eventually, their internal thermometer limit was hit. They needed to cool off. Mary Blair Park is right down the road from here. Both girls looked up at James. It was the first thing he said all night. Oh yeah, you're right. That's the one with the batting cage, right? Through a 5-minute walk, they were already there. A guy practicing his swing in the distance. Kimmy and Rachel raced down, losing their clothes all the way until they got to their panties. That's when they turned around and noticed that James was barely awake. Kimmy turned back to the water and sprinted towards the dock. I guess I'll keep my virginity. Water cooling her flushed cheeks. She swam back around and pulled herself on the dock. Rachel was squatting over James's body. Kimmy creeped closer, wondering what Rachel was doing to James. His pants were around his ankles. And that's when Rachel nonchalantly got off him. James still barely conscious. Kimmy screaming at Rachel, "How could you do this to me? You literally blew your chance, vomit comet." That's when Kimmy noticed the discarded snapped baseball bat, looking more like a javelin. She picked it up and rammed it through Rachel's neck. She wasn't done yet. Kimmy grabbed both ends of the makeshift javelin, dragged her by it all the way to the water. A door appeared before Rachel, one word on it, dead. It led to a white room with a large sign, reading "Monster Eats Monster." Underneath it read, "When a killer dies, they're punished by having to watch their killers live their life." Rachel protested, "I didn't kill anybody. Why am I being punished?" The TV behind her turned on, the screen showing foam oozing out of James's mouth. He was allergic to something in the bootleg Molly. Come back soon to hear Kimmy's story.